And without further ado, we are live. So this is going to be an interesting one. So this is mainly an action RPG kind of thing in the Pillars universe, but it does have some callbacks to Pillars 1, which I'm going to be doing, such as the God Totems. But anyway, welcome on in, Spike, Honey Brew, let me see, Plume, Shadow. I think that and Friday for the lurk. But yeah. I already have a latte Oreo cookie. That's the one you chose last time. I do have an idea for how I'm going to do the build, at least until the staff update. More than likely going to... I shared this with Spike and Plume already, but it's going to be Sword. The Magic playthrough is actually one of my favorite playthroughs in this because of the amount of stuff you can do with it. But anyway. Sword with a book, and then offhand, either an Aquabus or 2 pistols, if I can manage that. But on that note though, Kolsc Casŵen, I probably butchered their own pronunciation, is going to be interesting. So I already set out kind of a backstory of their lore. The Kolsc, I had to rely on a wiki to actually get some roots for their names, but hold on. Adira names, because it is... Hold on. Let me turn this down just a wee bit. It says they are an Adiran envoy, so... Kolsc comes from the Adiran Empire, but they also have a little bit of Glanfathan in their bloodline. Swords use pointy end. Correct, Spike. Casŵen is their is an old bloodline from their ancestors on that side, so that's kind of where I'm going with that one. Aside from that, the rest of the journey is going to be what happens in the Living Lands. Alright, but on that note though, we're probably going to spend a good amount of time on character creation, so I'm probably going to boot this up now. Spears... Is there spears? I don't recall if there is spears. Anyway, we're going to boot this up. Probably because, well, I already did the shader compilation, I think after the Pillar of Eternity stream, just to make sure it all worked up. Before actually grabbing food, but you know. Alright, let's see. Let me make sure it captures. Yep, there it is. Generated shaders. Do we have a preview? Yes, we do. Okay, game is working. We're good. Had to make sure. Well, in the meantime, let's enjoy some music while this is going on. This is going to be the one catch for every stream, though, because I have never figured out how to turn this off whenever I stream. Whenever I played this. I'll just let it do its thing. But on that note, though, I do hope everyone's Monday is going well. I do have an announcement I already shared in the Friday stuff. Hold on. Did I already put in the pin? Yes. Yes, because of the Friday stream on 7 AM, there will not be a Thursday stream. However, due to the holiday season, I will be resuming this Saturday and Monday with more Avowed. And 22nd and 29th will be the final stream of the year. So, yep, and I do hope everyone else has a wonderful holiday season, though. Okay, we can finally turn this off. I will admit, though, the environment and all that stuff is a lot of fun in this. Alright. So for the first thing, this is my first character, just showing that off there. We're not going to go any deeper in than that. We're going to go here.
Eora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel, in a cycle of reincarnation.
News well, Spike.
Watched over by the gods. Our gods, some of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adiran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the burned queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the Living Lands, a rich and lawless island settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles, and us. Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back. And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out. Many years ago, you were born to a family in our Adiran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing. To many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you. Potential and an opportunity. And within my court, you found purpose. Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name you my envoy. Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
Hold on, just waiting for this to start up. Okay, so there is something that actually made me a little curious on some things. Presets. Well, we're gonna go with this first. Alright. Kolsc Casŵen, we are going to be... Hold on, there we go. Let's see here. Oh, we want to make them closest to the Adir, so we'll go with this. We'll make them extra pale, and let's see. There we go. And apparently there was going to be more godlike features, but yeah, let's see here. I could make them cursed, but I'm not going to do that. I might have to tune down the volume, though. Let's see. I guess that'll do fine. Alright, so godlike features. I am definitely going to go full in on the godlike features for roleplay reasons here. Let's see. Oh! And you got Dizzy Cookie. Just trying to think about the godlike features I do want. Godlike hair features. Let's see. Back then I did a subtle. This one I'm trying to go full in on it. So let's see. Looks fine. Let's see, hair-wise. But also, welcome on in, Twisted Mikey. I'm actually currently doing character creation right now, so I'm kind of a little focused on that one on my end. Let's see, and also, off-topic, I do love the Adiran set as it is. Just generally, this Adiran Envoy set is just really good-looking. So, what I did in my first playthrough is I just kept that as is. Hair root color will go... Go with that. I like how Adir is like immediately falling. I know, right? And now that Pill of Eternity 2 is done, we can talk about the breaking the wheel. Hair highlight. We'll go with that. I am very curious to see what they do with that. A nice funny mustache. No though. But that's what I expected would happen. Or, not what I expected, but I'm not surprised it's going in chaos. Sure. Eye properties will go, well, with whatever eye we do have. Let's go, actually, with a blue, purple eye, actually. Do fine. Yeah, that should do fine. Brows, I think we're fine. His nose should be, the nose should be fine. Face should be fine. I'm not gonna go too much on this because I don't want to spend too long in it. Looks fine. Complexion style, I think. Alright, just a little bit there. But yes, I know, right? It's like, oh my, Adir is not exactly having a good time out there. Facial scars. Some of these are not scars. Some of these are actually tattoos. Alright. So what I did when I first played this in my first playthrough, I just settled with this because I had no idea what background I wanted to choose. So we're going to go... I'm gonna try Court Augur. I have no idea what to expect on this, but this was my first playthrough. Let's see. When your village's crop failed, your strange insights and unsettling manner earned your neighbor's suspicion. Yeah, this fits the character roleplaying I'm going with here. You foresaw the torches and pitchforks that fled to High Crown, where the Emperor recognized your talents and elevated you from back alley fortune teller to his personal mystic. You have learned how to wield the power from the shadows. All it takes is a pinch of deception. Yeah, that kind of fits with the roleplay I was going with. Alright, Court Augur. Well, we're having a little spell casting. Points available. Actually, yeah, I think those will be fine. We'll cover those when we get further. And because they also have that, let's see. Envoy, yes. I'll just call myself an envoy. Let's see. Let me test the voice. Hold on. That was fine. Aha! The old casting. Now I need to copy my name here because I cannot type those for the life of me. Yoink from my stream thingy. Alright, this is actually going to be interesting. You cannot remake your character. Yep, that's fine with me. And then we see the cutscene with... Yeah, well, I'll just let this play out.
What do you know of the living lands? The rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true, and yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations. There beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay. A corruption growing beyond everything it touches. Its foul tendrils reach towards us, to lash out at the Empire itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them. You are my envoy. Remember your vow. The hopes of an empire rest upon you.
Hey, that's the intro. And on Honeybrew's theory on the future sequel idea, I'm going to say you're going to like when I get to a certain point of the game. That's all I'm going to say. There is some weight, a little bit of weight to that idea with the zombified state. And that's all I'm going to say on that part. I don't want to spoil anything else. But yes, that is actually, let's see. Without animancy, the Beyond would eventually empty out the souls as they accumulate in the in-between, so there are only a few generations left until the world begins to be started life. Hold on, I'll hold that thought until we're starting up. Once we're done with the prologue introduction piece, I'll go ahead and continue reading what Honeybrew wrote. Double stuff. Nice, Sunflower. Welcome on in. I do hope your Satisfactory stream's going well. Or collab. Okay. I'll read to you in a moment. Okay, going back to what I was reading. In between, so there are only a few generations left until the world begins to be started life. So, in my sequel idea I was talking about, and it's 200 years later, it's kind of a world full of people being artificially kept alive in a zombified state of animancy or very skeletal. Hence Aleph being around 200-250 years old. I'd love to see Aedra glowing pale. Love to see the Aedra glowing pale green cities, kind of like Midgar, resembling giant necropolis. That would be cool.
Over here.
There's our first friend.
You're alive.
Okay, I was
about to let the Emperor's envoy die on my watch.
Oh, I did something. Let me reload that really quick, cause hold on, I think I actually put something on the settings here where I have to actually move the subtitles. So hold on, let me put that on so we can see the dialogue go naturally. Yeah, where was it? I think I accidentally turned that off when I was doing something. So one moment. Was it under here? Arachnophobia. If anyone wants to know what arachnophobia mode looks like. Where was it? Graphics? No, game. I think it was under game. Third person. I'm just trying to see something. Is your Kolsc in relation to any of the Kolsc and Pillars 1? Nope. They are nothing to do with Pillars 1. UI, let me see. Chatter subtitle. I'm just trying to see. There was something in here that I turned off that I need to turn back on. Auto continue conversations. There we are. But no, they have no relation to Pillars 1. We're gonna skip. We already saw this.
Over here. You're alive. Thank the
There we go.
I pulled you out the wreck when I did. I wasn't about to let the Emperor's envoy die on my watch.
We're gonna make it out of this alive. The Emperor will certainly have questions.
At least the journey's not completely lost. I heard the cannons. I couldn't...
I'll actually pull the link where I got the two names from. They do have a little bit of Glanfath and whatchamacallit in their bloodline, but that's the most I had to do it. Pillars of Eternity got their names. I'll pull that up. I used this to get an idea of what I was doing for their role-playing. I was trying to see, like, what is their stuff? This is what I used, and went from there. Ships and splinters, what happened?
We dashed on the rocks. The waves took care of the rest. You'd be in the drink now if I hadn't gone back for you.
Managed to convert my Windows 10 from MBR to Eufy and it still works. Hell yeah, Shadow. Thank you for saving me, Garrick. Who are you again?
The name's Garrick, Quarter Gunner, 3rd Adairan Fleet. I've been here before. We've got an outpost on this island, but...
Oh, here's something. I'm gonna show this too, by the way. For those who are just jumping into the Pillar of the series and jumping into the game, I would highly suggest utilizing this if possible. Anyway. Something's not right here, is it?
I saw flashes, Envoy. It weren't the storm that wrecked our ship. It was cannon fire, and it could only have come from that fort up the hill. It makes no sense. No one fires on their own countrymen, unless
the soldiers were not of their own minds. Oh, this is a new dialogue choice. I didn't have this as Arcane Scholar at all.
That's what I'm afraid of too. In the meantime, you survived. That means we're not scuppered yet. As long as you're here, the Emperor's mission can still go ahead.
Kind of like a Frostpunk idea with that idea, just with Adra. And we do have a pillar. Right, the Emperor sent me to investigate the Soul Plague.
Then I know the place to start. Adir's got an embassy in the port of Paradis. Once
we're done with this dialogue point,
figure out what to do next. I hate to say it, but the fort's probably our only chance of escape. We need supplies, and if our troops have been captured, they'll need our help.
Follow me, we'll get through this together.
Thank you. I'll keep you safe. Those boards up there look old. A good hit and we can be on our way.
Alright, so we have every weapon.
It's no good to any of our crew anymore.
So we have weapons out here, but anyway. Now I can read chat. Actually, with this, I can actually read chat a lot easier with the action RPG side of things. Okay. The idea of having souls preserved in machines so they don't dissipate, get pulled into Adra is so cool to me. Like having a train that at the beginning go senile like animats, do soul energies, need to use animats to keep the city running properly. It'd be a very dark game though. Aora would probably only have 100 years left without being able to fix itself or create new reincarnation solution. Yeah, and actually, kind of the game is already in a post-apocalyptic state right now. Or after Pillars 2. Yep, and we'll just take this as it is.
Like a dab hand with that.
I'm not going to be even using the mace.
Why would they fire on us? Their own people.
Here we go, grabbing this.
We've got to make sure our troops
And I'm a
are
Luke
safe.
Goblin by heart, so okay, so there's some Easter eggs out here. Like currently Adair is going to die, it clearly is given. Served Nemnock into the end. I love this little Easter egg. Just that little piece of Nemnock there.
Well, I don't suppose they were using that either.
I'm gonna check if there's anything in here that I can use. Hold on. Anything else? Yep. Nemnock, Nemnock. Alright, Garrick, you good there? Alright. There's apparently an achievement out here that I have never gotten, but apparently there's a hidden room. I'm gonna actually try to get that in here. But yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it, but there is one only single complaint that I have, and that is going to be when we get to it. Alright. But otherwise, I do love the game. And the lore it adds to it, to the series. Like, even though this is not the entire Living Lands, I do... Oh, hold on. I forgot to drink the potion. Even though this isn't the entire Living Lands, like, only a quarter of it. Hold on, can I see the map? Oh, we have ads incoming. No, we won't see the whole map yet. Nope. Oh, here we are. Okay, I'm gonna show the Living Lands. There's only a few areas we go to in the map, but I'd love to see this whole map in a future Pillars of Eternity, just the whole entire map explorable, or have an option for it. But then again, it also depends. Yes, that would be Console Hot, I believe, had a lich of some sort. Console Hot stabbed an Adra shard into his head to keep him immortal, hence why you keep seeing him. His skull being the one thing that follows us around. And hold on, while we're doing that, I'm gonna tweak the audio just a wee bit. There we go, about 85. Yeah, that should be fine. Hold on. I'm gonna tweak this down a little bit so it's not blasting my ear as well as yours. But yes, I think Console Hot would be the only one I can think of being a literal lich character. Holster your weapon? There it is. But yeah, Console Hot is basically what you would call a lich. There's probably other liches, but I don't recall of them in the lore, so... Any Pillars nerds who knows more than me, feel free to correct me on that, or...
No! The fort's lit their distress beacon! We've got to hurry!
No Pillars knows more lore aspect than I do in that aspect, you are more than happy to cover that. I'm just hit you guys with a mason. There we are. Okay, thank you guys. You guys have anything? No, you don't. Silly Zurups. But there are some interesting questions that I do think that it adds to the Pillars universe. Like, they really went out with adding more to the Zurups and the lore aspect. Like, showing they're inside the tribe, like all this. It really is fascinating in that aspect.
Come on, the fort's up ahead.
Oh, one of the critters we saw.
Tripwire.
Thanks, I know.
Good hands.
Yeah, this is a puzzle, I think. Yeah, there are some fun... Oh no, those are traps, actually. No, I was wrong.
How many of these damn things are there?
How can I describe Consulhat's phylactery? Consulhat doesn't really have a phylactery. If I'm not mistaken, his lore aspect is he's an archmage who's focused on immortality. Stabbed an Aedra shard into his skull, did something to it. I forgot what he did to it, 100%. And then he just basically becomes unkillable. He turns into a skull, gets dragged by the Watcher. Yeah, that's another reason I actually spared not doing that quest line too. I want people to actually, like, who have not played Pillars to explore the lore if they want to. Because there is so much in this universe. Yeah, what Honey Brew is speaking about is correct on that aspect. It's very focused on the soul lore side of things. How am I noticing? I cannot go on. I hear their cries. The only comfort left to me is to die on my own terms with my senses intact. May the Burn Queen forgive me for sundering my oath to protect my comrades and surrendering her gift of flesh. I only have hope for the next turn of the wheel delivers me from what I have witnessed, never to hold a lance again. Oops, I need to stop doing that. I mean, that's a better weapon for me. Build I'm going for right now, this dagger's fine. It may not be great, but it's fine. Adair was always tearing at the seams and declining, but the gods, and Wodica in particular, thread bound the garment together, and that's dissolving Adair like Heron. Yeah, I know, right? Here in Civil Wars and stuff. And also, probably, her godlikes are probably vanishing as well, if you think about it. Also, one bonus I'll give to the weapon stuff.
They've torn the place apart from the inside.
That's the one I need.
Were they fighting each other? Envoy, I don't like this.
What was it? Yeah, the Civil War stuff. I don't think Adair is gonna even survive at the end of, like, what we got here. Okay, I'm gonna read this out. Lowell visited for the 3rd time this week. Comes nearly every day now. Says insects keep crawling onto him. Asked for an unguent that repels them. Have inspected him every time and found no evidence of bites. Abrasion from scratching is getting worse. Siblin brought Emmerich and Gladenfell. Found her unconscious near an empty bottle of sleeping draught. Administered emetic. When she fell enough, she complained of hallucinations every time she closed her eyes. Raorden, showing signs of malnourishment, refuses food, claims Emmerich is trying to poison him. Must discuss this with the captain. Why these behavioral changes? Is it the Adra? Starting to think I should sleep with my lancet at night. And would you look at that? We're gonna go there in a moment. I just want to check if there's anything here. Nothing. Nope. Okay. Yeah, the loot usually shines, so I'm not worried about it.
I remember some of the soldiers praying around that Adra pillar. Hope it helped their souls find the beyond.
Actually, hold on.
Is it you?
And hey, it's the Pillars of Eternity. Okay, we already know about Adra. We played the first game, so hold on. I'm gonna put a shield temporarily for now until I get my book. All right, so now this should open, huh? Yeah, there's apparently something I missed when I first did this. I'm probably going to go light armor. Though, who knows? I could do a heavy armor spellblade with pistols and stuff. I don't know yet. Come on, mouse. There we go. Alright, so we're going to interact with the pillar. After we grab this. If I can stop doing that. There we go. Let's interact with the outer pillar. Nothing could go wrong. Oh, we can't yet. Never mind. Also, weird fungi has grown on the pillar. I should probably also heal. Roasted chicken. Nope. Anything in here?
Careful.
Oh.
Now you've done it. God.
This was the hidden room that I missed, huh? How did I miss this? Oh my geez, is that a hand? Oh.
I don't understand. How could our own people sink to this?
Well, this just adds even more creepy context with everything considered now. Hith meat, huh? If only I had a torch. Van braces. Sure, why not? And also, fun thing is, you can transmogrify. I kind of like just having the Adir set, just personally speaking. Okay, nothing. Just those guys literally killing each other is what it sounds like. Anything else hidden in here aside from all the warding on the wall? Nope. Nothing up there. Okay, we're moving on. But yes, we heard something coming out of that pillar though. So who knows? Nothing there. Anything over here? Yes, stew. I don't know if I can get over there. Can I? No. Okay, we're moving on. Come on, Garrick. Another dream last night. Mushrooms growing in my breastplate. Tear them out. Tear them out. Whoever finds us, the roots are growing from my head.
Roots? Why is she talking about roots?
Let's see. Okay, we're going this way. For reference, I have played the game before. I do know the story beats, but I am going to keep spoilers near them, just kind of like what I did.
Hit it with everything you've got.
Kind of like what I did with the previous Pillars games. I get my stamina up. Ow. I remember I can dodge. Fun thing is, there is actually a parry and posture bar in this. Which is kind of interesting. Like, I think if you do a well-timed parry, you can, or well-timed block, you parry, sort of thing. Just casual one. Alright, there we go. That's taken care of. Oh, wait, there's another Zurus? Huh? I missed this. A little more. I'm focusing on the fight a little bit, so hold on. There we go. Practice some dodge again. There you go. You're out of the way. Okay, we're done with the Zurus.
Guess you've got mine.
Adair was declining and seems to decline, but the guides, and Wodica in particular, read that bound up. Yep. Just making sure I read that one up. But I do like the emphasis on the tribal-like nature of the Zurus. I mean, they did already have that as is in the game, but it's nice that they actually add some more story, some more environmental storytelling on them. Anything else I'm missing? There's something over there, but it's fine. Let's go inside. Okay, so here we have the fun stuff. Yes, there is. And I need to find it. I think this is where I'm gonna get my first book, actually.
Over here! Help! I'm low! Stay back. I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
Easy. They're a godlike.
You mean a god gave you that face? Touched your soul and everything?
That's right.
Never seen one of your kind before. I always heard folks say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me.
I've encountered more curses than you ever will. This isn't one.
That's the Imperial envoy you're talking to. Show some respect.
The Imperial? Shite, I should have known you were Adirans too. Funny you survived while all your friends here went belly up.
called a nose. Hold on, let me see. Do we have anything? Your homeland. Let's actually get some more lore on that stuff. The Adairan Empire is a nation west steeped in ancient traditions and laws. Several Adairan emperors have tried and failed to grow their power and influence through colonization. Time will tell if the emperor time will tell if the emperor expands, retracts, thrives, or dies. Just thought I'd touch on that. We almost didn't. We were shipwrecked.
One less Adairan ship, as far as I'm concerned. Adir's had their boots on Paradise since their first soldiers came.
'Cause the place is pure chaos.
Did you not think we liked it that way? I have to smuggle just to get anything past your damn checkpoints.
I'm something of chaotic myself. If my people have set up checkpoints, it's for good reason.
Paradisans will knife you in the back over a dirty look.
At least we don't go mad and slaughter each other.
Did the soldiers have the soul plague? Could the soldiers have had the soul plague that the Emperor sent me to investigate?
The day I came, I noticed the guards talking gibberish. Then the killing started. They went wild. Stabbed their mates in their sleep.
And you saw all that from your cell, did you?
I heard it, all right. When the storm came, they fired the cannons. Their faces changed. That soldier in here tried to strangle me. I had to defend myself.
The storm made them go... Narrow your eyes. The storm made them go mad?
I've got a bad feeling about this. It doesn't make sense.
I'll read that in a moment, but I do like that theory.
What if she murdered that soldier and she's just trying to cover it up?
We could make her speak the truth. There are methods. I am liking the Court of Hugger playthrough so far.
Wait. Look. We don't have to like each other, but we can all get out alive. I left my boat at the edge of the island. It should still be there.
I can definitely see that though, Honeybrew. I also kind of like the idea of a dark, post-wheel story because I think it's easy to see Wodaka as an illegitimate tyrant and Aethys as a benevolent when we don't know what a godless world looks like. I know, that's going to be interesting. One aspect, there is the D&D thing that could happen that is going to be very messed up. The Dark Sun idea, considering we also do have some messed up archmages, but yeah. I'm not saying that's going to be the outcome because we have no idea what the future is beholden, but hey, what that Tim Kaine is. Raise an eyebrow. Keep talking.
I don't see how the soldiers could have found it yet. You let me out, and all three of us can go to Paradise.
Envoy, I've tangled with Paradisan smugglers before. She'd say just about anything to get out of that cell. Her story's full of holes. What if the boat's not there? What if she turns on us?
Eric, we don't have much of an option.
Don't listen to him.
Don't worry, I believe you and I want to help.
Gods, that's the sanest thing
We're
I've
still
heard
a goody
all day.
two-shoes. Let's go. I'll be taking your ship now. I'm just joking. Let's go find that key.
It's in the warden's room. They blocked it off when things went south. You can find a way in, though. You seem smart.
If we live to regret this...
Alright, well, I kind of got the idea. Let's see. But yeah, I'm very curious on what they do for the story. But yeah, definitely I can see Wodaka having a big influence depending on what happens. Knowing Wodaka, she always wants something or the final say. There we go. Let's go up here. But I do need... No, we'll break that down. But there's something else up here. Or I think there was. Yep, a bow. There it is. Do we have it set up? Alright, left alt. Put you on. Good news is... Well, I'm not going to be using this.
Nice work.
There are some environmental stuff that I do like about this game. Alright, we're going to go down here. Prisoner. Oh, there it is. Anything with you? No. Let's grab some loot. There are going to be some quest lines that I'm going to keep out, obviously, but yeah. But I'll do some of the Paradise ones that flesh out the world, though. Here you go.
At least you got around to trusting me eventually.
And then into here, deerskin gloves. And that does... I mean, sure, we already are doing that. But I imagine, like, there's two options. There could be that future that you theorize, Honeybrew, for the Pillars 3, with airships and all that stuff. There's also, which I hope would not be the case, is if you're familiar with the D&D Dark Sun universe, kind of like something like that. But, again, I'm not too familiar from what I know about that, aside from that. Aside from that, it is very post-apocalyptic, and whatchamacallits, the Magisters and all that stuff. I don't think that's going to be the case, but it would be an interesting idea, you know, whichever path they go 200 years in the future. If they do ever do a 200 years in the future idea. We need to get over there at some point.
To think they turned on each other like dogs. I can't fathom it.
They were bastards when they came here. All it took was time.
But adherents, we respect each other. We're raised to follow the rules.
Hold on, I'm gonna take care of these. I just want my spell book. But other than that, that's just hypothesis though. On my there's our sword, at least a sword to start us out with. There we go. We got a sword now. Now we just need our magic book. I think. Hold on, we're going to actually start adding a little bit of might to our build. There we go. Oh. In Pillars 2, I saw Aethys is kind of shady. I feel like the game was getting to the point of emphasizing Guan as other aspect. Like his nature venerates rebirth, so there is an element of pleasure in reaping as part of his process. Yeah, I can see that. On that one. We're gonna go magic missiles. And this is different. This was not in the base game when I first played this. That was not in the base game. Like, when I first played this, I had to... Hold on. I actually had to go into my abilities menus to do that. Just gonna get rid of these. There we are. So I actually, back when I first played this, yeah, I had to go into here to get that unlock. It's nice that they actually added that, though. But yeah, I noticed that too, Pillars 2.
Stay in the tall grass.
They really did focus on Guan. Which, funny enough, I am going to be doing a certain quest related to that.
Shite! Fine! Do this the hard way. More coming. Stay down and don't get us killed.
It's okay, just getting rid of one fella, and I forgot to use my ability that I have. For some reason, I have some interesting ability where I can stealth. Kill them. There we go. Hello, fellas. Don't mind me. Just gonna tap you up like a tapper.
Did you too?
Where's the other one at? Where did I get the book? Where did I get the book? I don't have a book. The magic system is probably my favorite of Avowed so far. Anything in there? I mean, there's always a check in here. But yeah, I do agree about that about Pillars 2. There is something in here. Interesting. Some things I did miss in my first playthrough. And also, I am not doing the treasure hunting quest. Oh boy. I'm probably gonna keep Envoy look unless there's a better armor piece that matches the character look. Let's see. There is actually a weapon we'll need for my build when I get to it. Alright, there's our book.
Hope there's a fire spell in there.
There is, because I'm going for the book I want. So this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, which is this. I like actually the book idea playstyle because you can just go ahead and have spellcasting on one hand. Back when I did my first playthrough, I did a gun, so. But basically, it kind of emphasizes on the elemental in the environment sort of thing in this game.
We've got the high ground. How should we do this? Magic's the flashy choice, I suppose.
Ow. One catch, though, is I need a dodge. There we go. Why did it hit me? Oh, right. There we go. There is a trait that's going to make magic a lot easier for me to cast when I get to it. There we go. Then I need to get an Aquabus, and oh geez, hello. There we go. Now I guess I'll drink that. Alright, you're taken care of. The 0 plus... I know, right? I imagine those little guys would be this size, honestly. Then again, I guess with the wildness of the living lands, I guess they kind of evolved in that aspect. Is that more Aether Pillar? Oh, I did not mean it. I meant to put my weapons away. Oh no, this is... Huh, I never noticed this, but there's actually kind of an Aether area around here. Hey Harpy, how goes it? We're gonna double check something here. Before we leave, I just want to double check if there's anything
like these. Wonder what they are. Maybe nobody knows.
Paradisans call them godless. Some kind of people who came here long ago.
Thank you for the hi. Oh, have a good nap, Harpy. Yeah, the godless lore is very fascinating. I never got to do a certain thing in this entire game on that subject, but yeah. I can also just do auto... I can't autosave? Oh wait, there we go. Have a good sleep, Harpy. Oh, right, I should probably show this. No, when people ask why I think about what I call, I don't attribute this to Skyrim at all because of this reason one. Hey, you can have environmental stuff. Like, the environmental stuff does, like, you can interact everything with the environment in this game. That's why I always mention in the comparisons. Well, they also...
Why won't they listen?
Hold on, we'll take care of this boss in a moment. But yeah, that's the kind of the part of the reason why I say it's nothing like Skyrim, even though, like, the advertising and marketing team back in the early days when this is coming out kind of screwed them over on that side of things. Obsidian. But, regardless, I'm still off the game. Hey, buddy, don't mind. Oh, never mind.
You can't kill me. No one can kill me.
Oh, okay, Harpy, one moment.
The sea.
Can I pause this? Okay. One moment. Thank you, Harf. Let me go ahead and put that on. We got about 5 minutes for this. Yeah, all my redeems are back on. So you guys can go wild with those. Including some of the commands too. Alright, it's on. Let me swap. Let me get changed. One moment. Oh, I probably screwed that up. Anyway, time to get dressed. Boop, boop, pop. And I guess I'm back. Hello there. Oink, oh. Oink, poink, the rebellious... Alright, Harpy. Thank you very much. Let me go ahead, and there we go.
Whatever's on their faces.
Yes, this is something that I did a long time.
I'm no
I
expert
didn't put
on
the timer
soul
on.
plagues.
There we go.
Whatever you came here to find, I'd say you found it.
As I was going to be saying, I did this actually before I commissioned my current PNG tuber. This was actually something I wrote down as a testing of my program that I use, VitoTube, and this is what we got. Let's not assume anything. Oh, I think even without the marketing comparison, we're inevitable. Yeah, I do agree with you on that aspect too. That's gonna be happen regardless. Kind of like with Tainted Grail, even though that game is also definitely not the same thing as those games as well. Anyway, let's not assume anything. We don't know what they found.
Who disturbs us?
Let's just talk. Can we do that?
I had dreams. Fabulous dreams.
But yeah, it wasn't inevitable. I do agree with you.
Steady yourself, please. We're only trying to help.
You're wasting your breath. He's gone.
You tread in the orchard.
You can't understand us, can you?
Spreading weeds. Nightmares. I should have been free to drink of the land. They thought they could stop me. Vipers! The venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
He couldn't. Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers!
A dark force works through this man, a worm in the apple of his soul.
I become the breeze, the sun! And you return death to us.
Envoy, this could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots, kill the rot!
Have I ever talked you down? Oh, hello, buddy.
Now you.
It sucks because I don't really like those games much. I think it's a waste of reason to make simulation style elements. For me, oh, I'm trying to read chat while also fighting. I'll get back to that after I'm done fighting. Let's light you up. There we go. Freeze you. There we go. Up. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, buddy, that hurts. Pop another one of these. I am just being a little dodgy fellow with this. See if we can't get him down. Oh, also the bears are hell in this. Forgot to mention that when we get to it. There we go. Anyway.
Some noble who bought his commission.
Stedman Milk. Yesterday I received word. Okay, now I can read what that was said. It sucks because I don't really like those games that much. LOL, I think it's a waste of resources to make all these simulation style elements. For me, those games resemble Grand Theft Auto more than CRPGs I remember. The only game that really pulled it off was Baldur's Gate 3, and that was a very unique case with ridiculous. I know, right? Anyway, yesterday I received word that one of your scouts was caught in Dawnshore attempting to board a cargo ship bound to the Deadfire. I doubt this is news to you, but I also doubt you are unaware that there's a third incidence of desertion in the past month. I realize your post grants greater responsibility in the position that the Third Son is accustomed to, but there will be consequences if you cannot keep your troops in line. The Emperor is watching. See it that you impress the importance of duty upon your chargers. Commander Hilda Vanterbrandt.
Now look.
I can't believe I've seen this, but
I need to stop doing that.
he's not suffering.
That being said, though, I did really enjoy Baldur's Gate 3, but that is very, very long of a game. No offense to it, that's kind of just what actually CRPGs are in general. Pillars of Eternity was also was very long too. Just what you get with the genre. Up. Can I not do that? I need to stop doing that. Alright, hey, a glowing Adra pillar. You know, it's very nice to see these things up front, though. Like, up close now. You know what? Let's touch the Adra. Nothing can go wrong.
You have returned. We felt your presence like dew on a leaf. We wake. Heed us.
Alright, I gotta swap back in a moment.
You alright? Can you hear me?
Yep, one moment. I heard voices, but I always hear voices. Let me just get back into my outfit. One moment. And there we are. Okay, just making sure. There we go. I enjoy it as well. Not as much as Pillars, though. Pillars didn't have the 1/10 of budget. You get 20 traditional CRPGs. Right, that is true. There is actually an Atom RPG dev game that I'm following that might be releasing this month, that I'm keeping an eye on. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Some kind of Iron Conspiracy. Hold on. Let me look that up. I already have it right here. Or I already have Steam open. It was Atom RPG devs. Hold on. While we're at it. Atom Team, there it is. Sword Haven, Iron Conspiracy. That's the game I'm thinking of. I'll just drop that in chat. There we go. Back to the game. Are you alright? You sounded different.
Different? I only asked whether you could hear me. Unless... Hang on. Did you hear another voice? What did it say?
I like BG3's mechanical dust, but I kind of wish it was like a 50-hour completionist game so I could do like 25 playthroughs and 1,000-hour play. I know, right? I actually need to take long breaks in CRPGs sometimes in general. No offense. I do love them, but I do need some breaks sometimes. It said I had returned here.
Now your envoy's losing it.
No, I think something in the Adra spoke to them.
People can have spiritual experiences near Adra, can't they?
Not like this. I've been round Adra my whole life, and it never spoke to me.
I
That's
don't
fair
think
enough.
it spoke to anyone. Not even godlike.
As a loot goblin, as we already know, I loot everything, so I get that feeling. But it's never happened before. So I'm unusual even for people like me.
Sure seems like it. Now, we've still got to get to Paradise.
Boat's just up ahead.
Gods, I hope you're telling the truth.
This way.
Yeah, remember, let's see, trying to loot everything. Oh, I found a bone in a casket, which, you know, which should be expected. But it's kind of just silly. They took into account of everything in that game, which I love. And also, and also the evil endings added in after. Good God, they actually really made them messed up.
Get on.
There, in the distance. It's Paradise. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
My name's Alora, you know.
I'm glad we took a chance on you.
Thanks. I've enjoyed not being dead.
Look, if this is the soul plague the Emperor sent you to find, we have to stop it.
If you're a loot goblin like me, everything takes time. Yep.
I'd heard rumors about folk.
A fellow loot goblin.
Changing. Out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that. You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
Fate has drawn me here for a reason. Something poisoned this land.
I don't know how, but if anyone can find a way, it's you.
Will you get on before I leave without you?
Aye, onward to Paradise.
I will say this game also has a little bit of gets my loot goblin senses going too, so you will actually see me run around for shinies occasionally. Yeah, I remember that. I haven't finished BG2 yet, personally, off stream, but then again, I've actually been focusing on everything else.
Sail here with a smuggler. Suppose this is where I leave you then. I owe you my life, envoy. I won't soon forget what you did.
Oh, I actually still need to finish. Feel like I'm close to the end of the first storyline. But yeah, I just haven't had the urge to get back to it. But I do love Renicus, I think his name is. The voice acting of that character. Anyway, back to what I was doing. What will you do now?
I don't know. It's all just sinking in.
Ah, sinking in because we just crashed.
They know where to find a good, strong drink.
Anything I should look out for?
Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything.
Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Goodbye, Garrick, and good luck.
Same to you.
Up.
To be fair,
You'll
I
make
think
the
you
Emperor
can't have
proud.
mechanical
I'm sure
depth
of
of BG3 kind without the ability to throw boxes. And populating the world with empty boxes seems like asking for unwarranted criticism.
Yeah, that's actually a good point as well.
Morning, Kai.
Oh, and we have Kai.
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for
Not
the
gonna lie though,
Imperial
I do love the
envoy.
ideas, immersive sim
And
elements
they're
of
late.
BG3.
Probably died at sea.
Like stacking
Good
boxes is
riddance.
actually one of my favorite part of it. The name's Kolsc Casŵen. No worries.
Shit.
Nice.
It's there for
I meant
redeems.
nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect.
Oh,
Your
and we
face,
have Elder
it's
Irish right.
so-
One moment, Elder. Let me go ahead and shoot you a shout out. How did the challenge go? Did you win, Elder? Let me go ahead and shoot you a shout out. There we go. If y'all haven't already followed Elder Irish, I highly suggest you do. He tied, so no. Oh, tied, damn. Damn nice, Elder. But anyway, if you do have to do any post-stream raid stuff, Elder, oh, hold on, let me get back to the game. Feel free. We just started up, got 19. Hey, at least it tied it, though. If you do have to do any post-stream stuff for Elder, feel free. He even got the cheese. The cheese was actually the hardest part. I actually had to go into, I did that actually while I was doing 2 quest lanes at the same time. It was wild. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, if you have to do any post-stream stuff, Elder, feel free. For those just joining in from Elder's Raid, I'm Conan, a variety streamer, and I'm finishing up the Pillars of Eternity universe with starting up with Avowed with our new character, the envoy Kolsc Casŵen, who is also very unlucky, who is just got into a shipwreck and had to navigate a fort filled with Zurups and a couple madmen. Glare silently.
Ooh, on second thought, why don't I just shut up before I say anything else I regret?
Now there's a good idea.
And honestly, I do like how they have Kai, though.
Ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
Alright, so the fun part about this. There we go. Oh, thank you, Discord. The claviger. I have work to do. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Miyasa. Have a good one. A claviger. Oh. One moment. I'll let those redeems go through.
Can I pet him anyway?
It's your hand.
I'm gonna.
Cutscene FOV seems weird to anything else. Hold on. Yeah, the cutscene of... Oh yeah, I kind of do see that. I never paid attention to that because I was mainly looking over at these. I never noticed that. Thanks for actually pointing that out, Nari. I never noticed the FOV being a little weird. Anyway, claviger. The claviger is a Paradisian equivalent to a governor. I'm just going to cover that. 14 char cards. Well, we did play BG3. Let me go ahead and get that on, Shadow. Did you pet the kitties? In a moment. Like, her torso seems weird shaped. Yeah, I do agree. It looks like the perspective is kind of off. One moment. I'll go pet those kitties really quickly. Did not want to disturb the little nap right now, but anyway. They left town at the same time.
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors
I actually
of plague.
never noticed that
I
about
went
the
to
perspective, though.
investigate. Nature
But yeah,
has
thank
a
you for the
mind of
raid,
its
Elder.
own in these parts. When
Congrats on
ecosystem
getting the tie,
changes,
though.
We ask ourselves how.
I'm gonna close my
Weirdness and
lurk.
wilderness is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
I'm gonna close my lurk after this cutscene. Or after this dialogue. We already got that figured out because it's right here. I have a missive to deliver from the Emperor of Adair.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Have a good lurk, Discord.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Your character doesn't seem to know that. That's also fair enough. I'll ask it.
Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So we made up some new ones. Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
Yes, let's go get 2 missing people and two searchers. How auspicious. These dialogue choices.
The Rowatai Navy didn't teach me fancy words, but I did learn how to count.
Kai, before you go, please keep in mind that the envoy is a respected member of the court. Make sure they come back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
Before I head out, I hate being a complainer, but it hurts me how plain and charmless some character models are in this compared to the personality of portrays Prelude 1 and 2. Before I head out, what's this about Steel Garrote?
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
The situation here must be dire if the Garrote's involved.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
I've never met a Steel Garrote. No, we're not gonna do that for this roleplay. I'll be sure to tell them you're doing a good job.
Maybe it's better if you don't mention me at all. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning.
Yep,
their leader,
that is indeed
President
Garrus, Elder.
Ludwig, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you.
Lodwin is here. Well, isn't that a surprise?
Wait, you know the Inquisitor? Dare I ask how?
Oh, came from Elder's raid. How's Avowing? Ludwin. Oh, thank you. We were lovers. I'm actually gonna see what this does. I never did this in my first playthrough, so... Before her incident in the Deadfire.
Well, that must have been awful. I mean, considering everything that happened. I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the Burned Queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death
Welcome on in, Vorty.
back out.
So far, it's going good so far right now. Keep that to yourself. You wouldn't want to get the Inquisitor's bad side, Cynric.
Yeah, good advice. Thank you, Envoy.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwig later.
Great, something to look forward to.
First, we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger.
And there's Kai, our Garrus. Hold on. I'm gonna close my lurk to Elder really quick so I don't watch myself. There we go.
I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land,
In a moment. I need to give you an ability really quick. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Yeah, you're basically the tank. Oh wait, we can't. I don't think we can do any of those. Yeah, you already have that. We'll go with this.
After that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air.
The one thing we can't do.
The local militia's lags at the best of times, which these are not.
We cannot talk to them and talk to our companions while we're doing this stuff right now.
Left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
Yeah, you can only talk to them in camp. Kind of like the Mass Effect side of things. Sort of, I guess. Back in the ship sort of things. Oh, thank you for shouting out Vorty. If you haven't already followed Vortica, I highly suggest you do. They are playing other Elder Scrolls titles such as Morrowind. They played Glover in the past and also an artist.
Here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
I highly suggest checking them out. Let's see what you have for sale. Do we have an Aquabus? We do, but that's an expensive one that I could get elsewhere. Oops, there we go. Yeah, this is a side quest we could deal with, but let's just see.
Heading out to the wild? You don't want to...
Oh, wait.
Kai, I told you not to show
I didn't
your
mean to
face
skip
around
that.
here again.
Heading out to the wild, you don't want to... There we go. Just making sure. For the... Oh boy. For the next level up, invest points in an area that is opposite the odd route That corresponds to the ability of the selected during the level up. Could you elaborate a little on that just so I can understand? Because I was probably gonna go might, so basically just do the opposite of that and go my other stat?
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife.
If I'm interpreting this right.
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
Okay, gotcha. Alright, just wanted to double check that I understood it right. Alright, noted. So since I'm going into kind of a magic playstyle, I don't want to go into my current specs like mine and all that stuff. Got it. Are you and Kai old friends?
Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the Garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out?
I know. Oh, wait. I still feel blessed that we're getting more pillars after Two Soul Valley. Then again, we also have to account for... We do have to account for Pillars 2 also released during the time of Divinity Original Sin 2. If I'm not mistaken, they had to rush out a dev cycle of actually getting voice acting to just actually have something before the release. It was very rough when I read about that. Like, damn.
Protect that pretty face.
A little bit of
Armor
spike
and
there.
shields for sale, envoy.
Is this another thing?
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you.
Volter warned me about you. Well, I think this initiates a question.
I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong.
What happened to break up your marriage?
To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
I think you can actually go out of your way to find that. We'll save that. Usually I just invest in potions and all that stuff and don't worry about the gear.
Please.
Oh.
How is it to answer a question?
One of our first side quests over here.
With souls.
Let's just see this dialogue really
They're
quick.
tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
You're the only one shot. Is there something I can do to help?
How hard could it be to find a watcher?
I sense an abiding restlessness in you. A watcher might just be the trick.
How did you... Actually, maybe I should talk to you instead.
I'm not a watcher, merely a soul receptive to the and beyond. Why do you think... I didn't know the court augur was actually soul attuned, but here we go.
I'm clearly under some kind of
and thank you for
curse.
shouting out ninjas.
A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
If you haven't already followed Ninjas Are Irish, a wonderful streamer, they do actually stream a lot of games, a lot of RPGs, and they actually do fun Wimworld streams. And they actually started doing Thief Sunday fan missions. Hold on, why would Zurips invade your house?
Why did they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
Who's they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
You know, why don't I look at the Zura problem for you?
Thank the gods. I wasn't sure how many more pitying looks I could stand. But then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself.
That is also the bonus of
Gods
PoE2.
know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. Azorip saw to that.
And if you didn't have a
Come
save...
back when you've dealt with them.
And if you didn't...
Make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
You'll get your cabin back, that's a promise.
Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
But yeah, I do agree about that PoE2. I haven't played Divinity Original Sin 1 yet, but I have played Divinity Original Sin 2 yet. I already played Divinity Original Sin 2. There we go. Alright. Hold on, we already got that. So, that's where the cabin is. That's just a starting side quest, and then we could probably dip over and do that. Josh Sawyer mostly blamed the lack of advertising? Hold on. The lack of advertising retrospect, apparently a lot of people didn't even know that they made another one with one. It was so hyped because it was a novelty for being a classic CRPG, but also the first big Kickstarter success.
That lighthouse has been under repair since Adiran ships began filling the harbor.
If I'm not mistaken. And I'll look into that cutscene stuff.
Have you heard any rumors of such
Let me see. I'll look into that cutscene stuff for next stream about the POV, see if I can figure out if that's just a one-time thing or something else. Oh, not what I wanted to do. I gotta stop accidentally hitting that. Where was it? Unlike BioWare games, however, you can kill literally every single character except Madam Web without breaking the main quest line or account for those. Oh geez, yeah. And also, Madam Web is a freaking awesome character. Go, just grabbing that. I can't get in there. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's over here. I'm just getting something really quickly. There it is. Too bad I can't translate that. Lady Web. The best movie. No, it happens. I also mix them up too. There we go. I just came in here to get that. Wait, what? A crate holding the... Oh! Ah, I didn't actually notice that was in here. Well, now. I tried to translate some of the poster stuff when I played. They're nonsense, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't mind the... I don't wish they were actually said something, but yeah. There we go. Alright, we should be good now. I may have actually done something that should have been another quest at the point, but it's fine. We'll just go... here, actually. There... aside from the Nemnock thing with the grave, yeah, there are some Easter eggs. I think when I get to... I think it's out here. When I get over here, there is some reference to the other games. We're gonna drop by the lighthouse really quick, and then we're gonna go do her quest chain. Grab some of this. Yes, I know about upgrading. Anything else? I overheard. Okay, there's nothing there. We're gonna go up there. I think there's something else up there I can grab. The plaque reads, in honor of the friendship bestowed upon the bounty of Paradise by Fiora Miss Ivano. May I triumph over darkness and guide us to these untamed lands. The note under it reads, by order of Clavagar, Aemon, closed until further noticed. At the bottom of the second note, heard Fennec's voice in the stairwell. Damn repairs, stay away from this place. So someone died in here. Oh, and I got a notification. Oh, okay, it's nothing. I just had to check something. But that sucks about the posters. There's a ton I found. The thing I enjoyed, like you can find the random steel paladin's corpse is the same one. Oh, right. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. I think I encountered that too in my first playthrough.
If this can hold me, you'll be fine. Just don't look down.
I'm just right now exploring around, because right now we need resources badly. Go. Not over there. There's another pathway I can take. I think there's another way up there. I just don't recall it off the top of my head. And the first plant you find is a springberry. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, and what's over here? Oh, spoiled cabbage. Oh, I remember how to get in here. It's right there. I'm gonna quick save. You were hard to... I know, right? I'm... Kai, what the hell? You weren't supposed to follow me, but alright. There we go. This is kind of why I came down here, to have that. There we go. Yes, I am already. Yes, I have Nari. I have a first playthrough, hold on. Right here. That's how I actually have a little bit of knowledge of what I'm doing, where I'm exploring. It's because a little bit of, I actually try to play the games I try to stream. Yeah. Just a heads up, yeah, I usually try to play the games I stream. I will make reference when I'm playing something blind, though. Like, you will all see the blind tag pop up or something mentioned in the stream. That's when the indication of when I'm playing something blind. Oh, wait, hold on, I missed something over there. Because a first time player heading to the lighthouse is funny. Oh, I can imagine. There we go. Climb, climb. There we go. I can actually wait for the New Game Plus though, but yeah. I do hope this playthrough at least lasts until the February, if it doesn't get delayed, February update where they add a new weapon in there. I do kind of want to try it. I'm just exploring to see what I missed. There's a dead shark out here? Alright. And also, for talking from experience, oh, that would be fun if they had crossbows too. From what I've heard so far, at least staves are confirmed. That's all I know. Plume seeing that shark. Plume would. But yes, from experience, the game is very wizardy. There's a reason I already went with the freaking book with my playthrough. For my offhand, because of that. But yeah, when I first played this, that was my bane, my hell, and I never want to climb it again. Yeah, that's what that's the only thing I heard from off the top of my head. Anything else? No, okay. Magrin to say, we'll just look around.
What kind of stance is that? Get serious, get lost.
Alright, I'm gonna skip that fella. For now, we're gonna grab that. Just to have it so we can teleport to it. But I do like, despite it already being very wizardy as it is, I do enjoy the wizard gameplay in this. Like, it does have a very, if I had to compare it to something, a game I haven't played yet, but I am aware of it, is, Dark Messiah Might and Magic.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
It's fine, I got Kai with me.
Beautiful view from these cliffs.
Oh, wait, hold on, Kai. Did I actually set your ability up? Hold on. Oh, wait, no, this is just a pass? No, hold on.
Real long way.
I didn't mean to hit that. Well, alright then. Gotta love the misclicks. I should probably... Cannot wait till I get that certain upgrade for Essence. The traditional bush hiding stuff. I'm not mistaken. The house is right over there.
Zarps. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
Yes, I'm aware, Garrus. I mean, Kai.
You take lead.
Wait, that's right. I can also zoom out. Oh, no. What I want to do. I can zoom out. I just need to remember how. Hold on. I don't play in that mode, but I just want to look at it. Divine Smiting with Cordyceps is so fun. Even though they're not as efficient as Greatsword. Yeah, Greatswords are kind of busted in BG3 as it is. There it is. Oh, not what I want to hit. There it is. So I could do that style, but I actually find this a little harder to play the game as it is with this style. So I just stay with this. Weirdly enough, I don't like playing Avowed in third-person perspective. I'm glad it's there, but I don't like playing it for myself. Just my personal experience on that part. Hey guys, don't mind me. I'm just gonna sneak by. We'll come back to kill you after we're done. There we are. Right,
This is Hagen's place, or was. It's the Zarup's now.
We're already there. Oh, I do have to beat them up anyway, alright. Well, I don't think we can just... Oh. Never mind. Hey, guys. Wait, I wonder about something. Happened again. When I was heating up soup tonight, I heard the same scratching, and sure enough, it was the Zarup outside. I dragged my chair in front of the door, but it didn't try to break through. It just poked around the weed patch and stared at me through the window. What does it want? Do Zarups always bother people like this? Worse yet, why do I sometimes feel tempted to let it in? I keep having this dream about it. I'm always sitting at my table and the Zarup is there. We're looking at a loaf of bread on the plate. When I reach for the bread, I wake up. What if it's the same Zarup? And it's just curious. What if it's hungry? I mean, what could it hurt? What am I thinking? The place is scrambled in my head.
Anything juicy?
He's been having... Zerup's... typical dream journal. He's been having dreams about a Zarup. What do you make of that?
Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
I'm gonna spoil why I'm not killing the Zarups after we complete quest line. Let's see. Oh, no. But yeah, as one, I do wish there were more weapon variety on that stuff, like some other staves and all that stuff. Quarter staves and all that stuff for BG3. I do wish there were more options for that. So wall painting. Where's the wall? Oh, you mean over here? No, wrong wall painting. I actually think this is the wall painting that fella jumping around. But then again, I think I did kill them when I first played this, so hold on, saving. I just realized first-person skill passing. Oh, the one thing I was really sad about was, whatchamacallit, the Cypher not being in this.
We make a good squad.
Up. Die, creature I don't understand. We need to look at the painting. There it is. Yeah, I kind of wish they would survive,
I'm
but
no
anyway.
art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf.
Looks like I did have to kill them
holding
anyway.
hands. What do you see?
They share a bond. Okay, Court Augur is another interesting style. I did just a regular arcane mystic. They share a bond. This was drawn from deep in their unconscious mind.
Why don't we ask Hagen about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
I didn't want to have to kill the Zarups, but alright. Any other loot in here? I don't think there is. We're gonna go out here to Dahenga's. There is another quest we can do over there, but we're just gonna go ahead and get this one done. But yes, Chanter and Cypher, oh my geez, that would make me happy. Or if they add a Cypher Chanter DLC, even if it's not that much, it'll be great. What? That's definitely, oh, right. Okay, hold on. I gotta do, Nari's thing. Alright, so... hold on. We gotta do opposite. Armored Essence, hold on. No, we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. Kai gotta level up. I don't think Kai applies to it. Revivalist? No. These are actually some new abilities added in. Fighter... I think what I did was actually start... oh, hold up. I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one. I'm just checking something here. Evasive's okay. We are dodging a lot. So I'm supposed to do the opposite of the abilities for this, which would be that. Okay, let's see. So it's between that and this. And if we want that, we can actually have the Dark Messiah kick right there if we wanted as an ability. Actually, you know what? I'm actually kind of curious how this will be for this playthrough. I never use this ability. I'm just going with abilities that I'm familiar with. I'll try it. Alright, so then I need to go into my abilities. Oh, hold on. So I can't go Might Constitution, so Perception. Alright, Perception it is. I'm fine with this, actually. I need to tweak my bar. I just need to remember how. Nope, 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 nope. Drop it, drop it. E. There it is. I'll put you... There it is. That's how you do it. This one can go 6 and 5. I guess we'll have 2 kicks for now. There we go, until I get the next ability. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this quest in. Getting a little stutter from the UE5. Here we go.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now.
I found your journal in your cabin. It was interesting.
You read my journal? That's private. Why would you do a thing like that?
You and the Zurup may be soul twins. It would explain their strange behavior.
I should have figured I wouldn't be able to fool someone like you. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't. Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here.
Or every day of my life.
That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose.
Yeah, I feel that with the update too.
And then I came here and found a Zorup.
Stands to reason Zorups have souls like any other being.
Maybe, but it's not like mine. How could we understand each other? I can't even speak to it. I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again.
When I first did this, I chose, this is all just a sad turn of the wheel. I mean, yes, that's also very true. Spend your time with the Zurup. It would be the only way you ever find peace. This is my first decision. But I'm gonna choose this. It's your life, Dehengen. What do you want to do?
Well, when you put it like that, if you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
Alright, now I can read what that was being said. I kind of wish they would add all the races, Dwarves, Orlans, and the Alma, but that update seems too much work for a paid expansion DLC, which we are not getting. I have half a soul in real life. Oh. Vindictive critical hits chart. I guess we'll just use that for now. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go upgrade and get to know Kai first, and then we'll resume the quest chain. I don't think there's anything else I can do aside from that. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and upgrade really quick, get that out of the way, and be good to go. Actually, am I even wearing an armor piece? Yes, I am. Let's, we're going... Kind of like the idea of the heavy armor idea, but we're gonna be screwed on that. I think I might just stick with leather armor, and since I already like that armor look as it is, just stick with that. There we go. Let's go into the camp. Yep, set up the party camp. Let's talk to... Yeah, we know. Anyway. Let's talk to Kai.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
And yes, I did pick up the premium edition, but anyway. I never actually played around with the outfits, but I'll show them off. Anyway. I have a new connection to the Beyond. I advise the Emperor in matters of souls and divinity, originals. I'm just joking. I'm not going to go with the other part.
Good campfire stories later.
You really shouldn't.
I'd be lying if I said that didn't tempt me all the more. But I'll take you at your word. Talk of the plague inland has folk nervous enough as it is. Is that why the Emperor sent his personal mystic to the Living Lands?
Why would anyone think it's... Well, no, actually, sure, let's go with this. Why would anyone think it's punishment to be sent here?
A journey to the Living Lands is one way for most. This island's always had a way of swallowing people whole. An entire civilization disappeared here, if you can believe it. And this was all before the Dream Scourge. Now?
You've got bigger problems than the wilds?
Much bigger. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
I've seen how bad it can do. People have a right to fear.
And here I was hoping for good news.
I mean, after we've seen the intro.
The presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
I can understand the tension. Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight.
Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
Everyone's heard the tale of the Living Land. I'm gonna go with number 4 here. Something here calls to me. I don't know what it is, but I feel a connection.
Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while.
What can you tell me about Paradise?
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sense, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
I thought Living Land was full of eccentrics, exiles, and criminals.
Exactly. What's not to love? These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
If it's so deadly, why would anyone come here?
For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
Chaos and desperation, in other words.
Don't get me wrong, there are perfectly lovely people here, but most of us who stick around are a little odd. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
I am? Off topic, I am kind of interested in what the Living Land areas that we see in the game were like before the Dream Scourge. But it is changing things, is it? Is that it?
That's what some fear. Hilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Why is the Soul Plague called the Dream Scourge anyway?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Fungal growths like mine?
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
We'll save getting to know Kai for Saturday, actually.
I'll be here if you need me.
Hold on. We want... Actually, Second Wind is good for you.
After your voyage.
Yep, and this is the upgrade system. I think, since we already have this... I'll just go ahead and have this, just to get that side quest out of the way.
Whatever we face out there.
Alright.
Anyway,
I guess I may as well show those off.
Voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land.
So, you can, just to show those for anyone that didn't pick it up, we have the classic Aora collection. Actually, I wonder, hold on.
Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
I didn't know it actually changed immediately, but alright. Nice. I think there's another one. This is just... I think this was actually what it came with. There we go. Default outfit, I'll stick with that. There we go. Alright, and then the cook. Let's see, I think... Grenade grog. I think there is... I think I ran a little bit of Merc Brews. Okay. I think we're good to go. Don't want to spend too... Oh, this is definitely new. They didn't have this when I first played this. This wasn't here. The time zone thingy, or the time when you exit out. All right, let's go ahead and actually at least kick off messages afar for the night.
Another palisade just like the last. When this one falls, what'll you Adherents do then?
Die alongside you, grumpily. You fall, we fall.
I'll just let the environmental storytelling go on.
If the stone wall up the road didn't last, your pointy sticks don't stand a chance. And neither do we.
Look out. Can't guarantee your safety past these
I think there are some enemies over there. We'll come back for those. But yeah, there is some repetitive enemy types, but that's fine. Part of Darkness vibes. Let's see. Pillars 2 had them as well. Oh, I actually need to familiar myself. I remember hearing of Heart of Darkness, but I don't recall them off the top of my head. All right, I haven't been over in this area. I mean, I have been over here, but I haven't really done too much in that spot. Yeah, I've heard Heart of Darkness mentioned multiple times in Pillars 2 discussions and all that stuff. More Zerups. Yeah, we'll see a lot of Zerups.
Walls can't stand against this place.
We'll see a lot of Zerups in our playthrough. Right now, actually, that'll get some level up, so you know what? I guess we'll try the kicking stuff. I do want to see what happens if I kick that Elder off. Just for funsies. Because I never used this ability in my first playthrough. Hey there, buddy. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Not what I actually was not expecting the Dark Messiah kick. That's actually perfect on that one. Trying to spike the... I know, right? And you just parried me. Oh no, there's spiders. Ow. Oh, spiders, spiders. This went from fighting Zerups to fighting spiders now.
Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Hi, we just killed them. Like about trying to conquer a wild place, but sort of unwilling walking into. Oh, gotcha. Now I got ya. I wonder what tipped Kai off. I don't know. Maybe it was. Oh, they still have the bug where. Oh wait, never mind. I was wrong. Spears. Oh yeah, there was spears in this. I still need my, hold on. While we're in here, I may as well... I'm definitely not gonna go with those. Get rid of you. You're taking inventory. Get rid of you. I'll show the spear off at a point. I think that should do fine. Alright. I did change something since the last time I played, though. Not gonna lie. Oh my jeez. I need to see how this is gonna go. Hello, bear.
Next one's mine.
There's no next one, though.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Yes, I do agree, Kai. No, I can't get over there. I'll explore more of the zone after this beginning quest chain, though. And speaking of bears... I really should be using my special godlike ability more. Like a reverse. Oh, gotcha. That's what you meant. Am I bleeding? I think I'm bleeding. Now I understand. I gotcha. Time for you to go. Oh, that's also added new differently too. There we go. Alright, goodbye, bears.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
You see roots and vesp. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's what the Heart of Darkness. Okay. Thank you, Honeybrew, for summing that one up. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and at least get this done tonight.
Ah, didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you...
Walter. Oh, this is something else. Oh, and we got I think we just got a level up off of that. Character. I think I'm gonna go a little Constitution here. Just so I don't die as much. Do I have abilities? I do have abilities. Nothing in here yet, so we're gonna go with something to make our dodging a little better. I don't think Kai has any abilities yet.
I'm always telling visitors.
Have a good sleep, Shadow. Thanks for dropping by. Kai, I know you can take care of that, but I also just have this.
Unseen. I got a bad feeling about whatever that bear's chomping on.
Okay. Okay, Kai. Let's actually make sure I do the stealth thingy.
I draw my side. That's a bad way to go.
I did just literally poison the poor bear, so... Anything else in here? No. Okay. Oh, there is something else, though. What was it? E, I think. There it is.
Like
now you can do it.
Are trying to crush that house.
You freaking had range beyond range there, Kai. Thank you. But have a good snap, Half Shadow. Brigandine legs. Brigandine... it's fine for now. More spoiled stuff. I'm just loot goblining right now. Alright, let's go. More bears. let's see. Hi, actually no. I'm gonna get rid of you first. And then Kai can go after you. I think I broke the bear a little bit there. Alright, that's taken care of, and actually I'll just rely on Kai. I still accidentally do that. Every time I actually play this, I accidentally always use my essence potions by accident. It's actually kind of funny to... Oh, hello. I guess goodbye.
The scourge invades. Claw it out.
And we'll go. Let's go down to here.
It breathes. It is close.
That's gonna make whatever the first boss in here a little rough. Because I drank that potion that could have been very helpful. Thing down here? No. Okay, we're good.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after. Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Well, I do have a new kicking ability, so let's try that out for the bear.
Oh, no, you don't.
Gotta focus on the bear right now. You aren't weak to lightning. Oh, right. I can't cast it right now. You're actually weak to fire, actually. What am I doing? I just saw that on there. There we go. Ow. Bad bear. Bad bear. I was using everything but the thing I meant to use. Let's just keep the bear burning. Ow. Oh, thank you, Kai. And there go my spells for this. This is gonna be a little rough. Oh, it's a poison bear too. I forgot you do that. There we are. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I think I have spring berries. I can help take care of that. Yes. I am slightly rusty at this, but yep. Oh, almost got rid of you. Nope. Bad bear. Bad bear. There we go. Oh, we almost got you, bear. Completely out of stamina, not a good thing. Nice. And the bear just straight up vanished. Oh, alright.
Take that, you monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
Mushrooms consumed it. There's the ambassador.
Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely.
You call this timely? People have died.
Good people.
And a good clavager. And a capable one. Eamon was no stranger to these wilds. He seemed worried last time we spoke. Now I see why.
Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say.
I have an urgent missive from the Emperor for you, Ambassador.
Keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news in the comfort of my office. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted?
Keep talking like that, Ambassador, and Kai might start mistrusting us.
I found it pays to be prudent about the company you keep in Paradise. The Empire doesn't have many friends on these shores.
Hey, not with that attitude.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the clavager? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late.
I wonder, at that of course, Ambassador, do you have anything to do with his demise?
Envoy?
I didn't know that was an option, but I'm curious.
A fair question.
On my honor as your countryman, his death was not of my doing. Let's speak no more of this.
That's interesting, though. That was an option, though.
Reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad.
It's not a madness, it's an illness, a malady of the soul.
So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us.
I still need to get an octopus.
We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me?
I've been hearing a voice in my head, whispers that used to be when I was in a dare, that it's getting louder. And now am I saying a deer like a dare?
The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear.
I haven't actually experienced an evil playthrough.
What would you have us do?
Or I'm curious on the evil playthrough. What if Adra is the source of the blight in the Strangleroot?
You suspect a connection. Interesting. Adra is said to be filled with
Personally,
essence,
I care too much about the NPCs
stuff.
to be a jerk.
Maybe the
I did not
respond to Godlike's touch. Just be careful.
After this dialogue sequence, I'll finish what I was going to say.
Anything happened to you?
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
It was rough when I did the first evil playthrough I did for my Baldur's Gate playthrough, and I also did that as one of the stream stuff. That is very rough, not gonna lie. I cannot do evil playthroughs, they're just too damn hard on that one. Still an experience, not gonna lie, but I need a while before I can do evil playthroughs. Alright, let's go talk to the glowing outer pillar after we grab loot.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting.
We? Who are you?
A colony of insects. The many united by one purpose. Mycelia twining through the loam, taking and giving in equal measure. We are the ache in the land, the roots that run deep. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured, but you too are alone in your strangeness.
Alone and strangest indeed. If I'm familiar to you, do you know whose godlike I am?
Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? Shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear, poor us, poor you.
Fort Northreach the Bear, this place, it's the same plague, isn't it?
Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do?
Close the wound, disinfect, and heal it.
Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water.
Look, I came to see what's wrong with the strangleroot. Can you help or not?
The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it?
It depends. What do you want?
We offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain? Decide. Do you wish this power or not?
And actually, the power is actually kind of helpful to have, so I'm gonna go with yes.
A favor for a favor, then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
So the voice, I'm not gonna go any too deep into it, but they are important to the story. That's all I'm gonna say. And for that, we'll find out along the journey, though. There we go. Yeah, this is actually kind of helpful to have. I think it's whatchamacallit.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't
Kind
know
of
what
like
you did.
the closest thing to...
was miraculous.
Radiance
You all
from
right?
Pillars 1 and 2, I
Looked
think,
like you
but
were in a
just different.
trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail.
Closest thing I can think of for that. It seems I a conduit of a noble power, so yes, let's go with this.
I've said the same thing after a flask of Arak, but I know better than to trust that feeling.
I wonder if one of the other
I think you may have overexerted
origin...
yourself.
Hold on.
Once we're back in civilization, bed rest is in order. Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner.
The Ludwig delusions are unchanged.
Ah, I heard that you two had a connection. Well, she is as you knew her, for better or worse.
That's
The Steel
interesting.
Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor.
I know enough to stay on Ludwig's good side.
Make sure and use that to your advantage. You never know. It might come in handy. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Ah, Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step.
There is something I want to check on Saturday, though. On the Saturday stream. There is... From my previous playthrough, I know there are some things you can encounter exploring that I want to check out that if they are there.
Can't be worse than that there, can she?
Where am I? Oh, right, got here. But as I was saying before actually going through that dialogue sequence, I was going to be saying, I do wonder if the origin choices have any influence on the, like, if you want to go for an evil playthrough, like, what would be the fun choice to go with sort of thing. But I don't think they would actually have as much influence, kind of like how Mystic Scholar or the Augur right now has.
You are full of surprises.
But who knows?
I'd heard God Knights have strange powers.
As I almost just fall off. Hold on. Do I have my ability on here? We'll put you over 3.
Right person. Job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradise.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find it.
And I forgot to loot a body up there. Oh wait, no, is it in... Backpack? There we go. Oh, hey, our Arquebus. That's what I was looking for. I have not tried I haven't tried Arquebus in this. Like, I used to go pistol for this. Not bad. It's kind of interesting. Alright. Alright, and then that's probably gonna... Oh, hey, Friday, how goes it? How'd the stream go for you earlier on Satisfactory? Where did he go? Alright, so I'm going to cover up where I'm gonna go ahead and leave for the next stream, though. Next stream is definitely gonna be in Paradise. But let me see, I'm gonna check something. Oh wait, I can't get there. It was very good. Is this game fun? I heard it was fun. To me, it's fun. But it comes up to it's everyone's cup of tea on that stuff. If you're playing Magic, you can just go wild and have a bunch of fun times. But Melee and all the other things... I'd say maybe you won't have the best of times, I guess. That's just me. It's not the worst, but it's not as fun as like Mage playthrough, personally speaking. Let's just rest. There we go. We already have rested. Okay, I think this is a good point for now. There we go. So, and you didn't get that far? Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you a shout out though before I get ready to wrap things up though, Friday. Friday nights. Here we go. I did enjoy from what I watched though. If you haven't already followed Friday Nights, I highly suggest you do. They also play Warframe, and they're also playing through Satisfactory, and they play through Warhammer and stuff like that. I highly suggest checking them out. And it's a wholesome community, and they do have some fun, and I do hope Friday got his dopamine. But anytime, Friday. But yeah, for Saturday, we're going to go into the Paradise Act, and I'm going to go see about seeing more of, whatchamacallit, seeing that theory I had about there's a certain area that I want to look into. Just want to see if they actually Obsidian planned ahead sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to cover. But this is Kolsc Casŵen's first journey into the Paradise. The island of the Living Lands. There we go. And I'm going to pick that up on Saturday. There won't be any Thursday stream because there is going to be a long stream at 7 a.m. on Friday in a collab. All I can say is there's going to be Monty Python. Kolsc Casŵen's story is going to resume on Saturday and Monday. But in the meantime, take care everyone, and I shall see you when I see you. And also expect chaos for that Xmas stream that's going to be happening on Friday. Take care everyone, and thank you all there for the raid. I am going to see who's on to raid for the night. Take care everyone, and I shall see you next time.